What's going on, guys? Acclaimed Sheepdog here today, and today we're going to be talking about a product that I collabed with another company with. Me and the gentleman from Barrelass.com, his name is Daniel. I came to him. He makes survival bracelets, and he sells other EDC gear on his Etsy page / website. He sells cool things like EDC gear, little EDC knives, survival bracelets. So I saw these survival bracelets and I wanted to make them affordable. His bracelets are affordable. This one I made is a little more than his bracelets usually go for, because it has a lot of stuff in it, but it's still very affordable compared to other companies out there that makes these survival bracelets. So these are the second run of these bracelets. The first run sold out, or he ran out of supplies, or pretty sure they sold out, but the second run is back. So let's jump into this. Now I'm just going to shoot you some statistics about child or human abduction. There's roughly about 700 to 800,000 abductions per year. The numbers unfortunately keep going up as people don't pay attention, too busy on their cell phones, aren't aware of their surroundings. The number keeps going up per year. A couple years ago, it was only about 600 to about 750,000. Now it's between 700 to 800,000 per year. Now granted, most of those, about 285,000 of those account for children abductions, and just about 99% of those children abductions are by family members that have a disagreement over a custody battle or a disagreement with a family member. But there is 1% of those child abductions that don't come back, period, or gone for a prolonged amount of time. Now, prolonged amount of time is about 10 years or longer, so at least 10 years. Now, like I said, 700 to 800,000 a year total between adults and children. Now, the average age between where most abductions happen in the world is about 18 to 21. That's where you're at high risk of abduction, and that's when you don't come back. Most of the time when when older people are abducted, they don't come back because they are abducted for slave trade, human trafficking, or other things. So this bracelet was important for me to make. Living about 15 minutes north of Pittsburgh, you see a lot of people disappear. A lot of college-age people disappear, and they like to turn up in the river. And when they turn up in the river, there's evidence. There's all the evidence of any kind of abduction or wrongful death all goes away. So their investigation pretty much goes dead there. So it's unfortunate, but if you take the steps to prevent you becoming a victim, we'll have less of these. This is a world where we need to take it upon ourselves to protect ourselves. So about 2,000 people go missing per day. 20 of those people are never seen again, or for a prolonged amount of period. Now, you can look up the definition of prolonged, but I'd say 10 years or longer when they say prolonged. So I don't know about you, but I wouldn't like to wait 10 years to see a family member. That's, even though you do see them again 10 years, it's still a long time. That's probably about eighth of your life right there. 10 years. With those statistics in mind, I want you to keep in mind that this bracelet is cheap insurance on your life. From the outside looking in, you're not going to know what this bracelet contains. You can wear it in plain sight, plain day, and nobody is going to know what is in that bracelet. So this could be a real tool to you if you're a college aged male or female, or a teenage girl or boy. I think this would be real good for a father to give to their probably about 15 to 21-year-old daughter. When you're 21, you should be looking to get your concealed carry permit so you can protect yourself like that. That'd be a lot better than a survival bracelet. But a survival bracelet is always a good secondary tool, because of course if you're kidnapped, these people are going to look for the gun on you. But anyway, before we get too far off topic, he has many colorations. These bracelets are custom tailored to your wrist. Just think about the consideration of you and your family. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with your family, or do you want to spend the rest of your life being tortured, or worse, you being killed and never seeing your family again at all? So I make the choice to live prepared. You need to, as an adult or as a human being, need to make the decision to step up and protect yourself and the ones around you. This could be a gift for somebody as well that's younger than you, that don't have access to firearms or don't know how to handle them. So let's take a look what the bracelet contains right now. So here's the bracelet close up. This is like a blue camouflage. This is a special coloration he got for me. This was back when we did the first run of them. I'm not sure if he has this coloration still available. You'll have to check with him. But obviously, as I said before, these bracelets are custom spec to you. You give him your measurement and he cuts it to your wrist size, and it will fit accordingly to your wrist size. As you can see, it's a regular snap buckle paracord bracelet, but there's a lot more to this bracelet. As you can see, that rod right there is a ferro rod. A ferro rod is used to light fires, if you didn't know. If you don't know what a ferro rod is, as I said, it's used to light fires. But look up my older videos. I showed you how to use a ferro rod. Now, you strike this surface right here, and it will help you start a fire. I will do a video demonstration later on down the road of how to use this specific bracelet to get you out of a situation. But this is a ferro rod. Here is your striker. The striker is okay. I suggest using something else, but I've used this striker before on another bracelet and it worked as well as it needs to. But if you have something else, hard metal sharp surface or a rock should work, use that. It will work better. As you can see, there's a whistle right there. It's a pretty standard whistle, works well. I recommend holding the bottom when you use it. Holding the bottom right there may let out too much air and won't work right. So if you can't get it going, hold your finger over that very bottom hole right there. Here's the compass. This is the standard for all watch bands and survival bracelets. If I can find the brand name, I'll put it up on the screen, but I have these on watch bands as well. This is your standard compass that works well. These are tried and proven. So this bracelet being dedicated towards escape and evasion, to escape an abduction or unlawful kidnapping or abduction, I wanted things readily available, like your ferro rod, your striker, or compass should be readily available. These are things you need that you shouldn't have to break down your bracelet to get to. Now, behind these two Ranger bands, there's other things that are really readily available that I thought was important to have without breaking down your bracelet. So this is a handcuff key that's really small and concealable. You can find 101 ways to conceal this, and if you're going to use it, make sure you use it lawfully. Well, if you're illegally abducted, do not use it towards to try to get out of a police lawful arrest. You shouldn't use it to break the law. With that said, here is Kevlar cordage. This will saw through plastic handcuffs like no other. Then under there you got some snare wire. Snare wire can be used to set a trap to defend yourself, or some dinner, or to get some dinner. So those things aren't readily available, especially the Kevlar cordage, because with metal standard handcuffs you can get out with that key, but if you're use zip ties or they have metal or plastic handcuffs, you can't get out of those with a key. So that's what the Kevlar cordage is for, and that's what the most likely the people will have is zip ties. Here is some jute rope or jute twine, whatever you want to call it, and this can be used to start a fire as well. Use your striker, or if you're lucky enough to have a lighter on you, there's a good amount in there. It's wrapped around the bracelet probably about 6 or 7 times, so you got a good bit of jute rope there. Here, grab it out of this bag. Here's roughly how much you're gonna have around that bracelet. This mat is 16 inches long, and it reaches over about 1 inch, so probably about 17 inches long of jute rope. Here is how much snare wire you're getting. You're getting a lot of snare wire. Snare wire has a lot of uses. So that is what's going to be on the outside of the bracelet. It looks good. I would keep the key on the outside. He either puts it in there for you or ships it in the separate, not separate, but in the package inside of the tick key, and you do what you want with it. That's the way he shipped it to me. I'm not sure how he's going to ship it to you guys, but I put it in here so it's easily accessed. So what's on the inside of this, I'll put a better picture up to show you. This is all what's going to be inside of the bracelet. This core right here is what's wrapped up inside of the bracelet. See if I can give you a close up. You see there's black in there in between the threads. That is this protective core that waterproofs everything and keeps it protected. Most of this stuff don't need to be waterproof, but everything's better dry. So what's gonna come in these is of course the snare wire, jute rope is all on the outside. You're gonna have foil for a signaling device and for other things, but mainly to signal, to help your chances of being picked up by police or a helicopter seeing you for shit hit the fan situations. Here's some duct tape. If you have a tent or a pawn show that has been ripped, duct tape will work well for that. Also, that's in your bracelet, you have a razor blade, a little razor blade, and a sewing needle. These are very useful for many things. This can be used to render first aid on yourself. It can be used in a self-defense situation. It can be used for many things. It's very useful. I wanted to make sure there's some type of self-defense weapon in this, but you have to break down your bracelet to get into it, which kind of sucks. but you should already have these weapons on you, in my opinion. And there is a nice size sewing needle. And of course, with sewing needle, you're going to get thread inside to give yourself stitches, or of course, like I said, repair your tent or your shelter. You're going to get some water tablets. You're going to get 2 water tablets. One's a water purifier, and okay, these are both for water purification. Okay. You have a paper clip and a regular clip. These can be used to put things together while you're sewing them, or temporarily put them together. You get 2 of each of those, and you'll get 2 chem lights. Or wait, sorry, 1 chem light. There's 1 chem light in there. I'm assuming they're just sitting in there and they're not in the package. They may be in the package inside of the bracelet. I'm not sure, but chem light is the standard for this. Let me break this open and show you. It's just a glow stick, but these are pretty much bomb proof. Chem light are the big. Chem light is the ones that makes the big thick ones that the military uses, that they put on their LBE vests. So it's very good for lighting, really, and it's ready just like that. We'll provide light to you like that. So pretty sure I'm not forgetting anything. And of course, I'm not sure if he's still shipping the lockpick kit with them. When we did the first run, that may be only for the first run, we shipped a lockpick kit with them. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask him, or if it's not listed, we're probably not shipping a lockpick kit with them anymore. If we are still sending a lockpick kit with them, this is what it's going to look like. I actually don't know much about lock picks, but it's easy to learn, and if you learn, it's a very good skill to have. So we shipped these first run with them, so whoever ordered one of the first runs got that lock pick kit as well. And this can be thrown in your wallet and you won't notice it's there. Look how thin that is. That's about 2 credit cards, maybe 3. No, I'd say about 2 credit cards stacked on top of each other. So that is the outside and the inside of the bracelet. Like I said, this is just cheap insurance on your life. If not anything, the handcuff key, the snare wire, the Kevlar wire is worth it, in my opinion, plus the compass and the ferro rod. If anything else is worth it, I think it's those things alone, that you can have all that on you at once. And of course the water purification tablets as well. All that other stuff you have to be pretty skilled to use, but if you're willing to take the time to save your own life, you can learn and you can use these tools well. But anyone could use this key to escape, anyone could use the Kevlar cordage, and just about anyone could start a fire and use a compass. So yeah, that's what the contents of the bracelet are. I suggest you get one of these bracelets while they're still in stock right now. I don't know if he's going to do another run of them or not. So that is about it, guys. I hope you get one of these bracelets. They're very affordable compared to other companies. Like I said, it's just cheap insurance on your life. That's all it is. You can put it in your purse, on your backpack, and forget about it. And when you think you're getting in a sticky situation, throw it on, put it in your pocket, or whatever. I suggest you take into consideration having one of these. So thank you for viewing my video. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you plan on ordering one, leave me a comment down in the comments. If you could share this with your friends, that would be awesome. Give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos. I just did an EDC video, so you can check that out, and I got more videos to come. So thank you guys. As always, it's been Acclaimed Sheepdog. Enjoy the rest of your day.